Hey YouTube, welcome back to UniX DBS, and today we're going to go over the next consecutive spoiled archetype from Fighting Ambition, or Fighter's Ambition, and that is going to be Green Broly BR. And just like many green decks, the G in green stands for GIMMICK, so we're going to get into a very wonky, jarring from first glance archetype. I do want to say that if you haven't already, you should go by the official Dragon Ball Super card game group on Facebook and give it a like and a follow, so you too can be up to date with all these just new spoilers. This is where they're happening, the official announcements, things like that. Past this, we are going to be able to get into the other groups, like the unofficial Reddit, the unofficial discussion group. You can go find those links in the description too, or the Universe X Discord, where you can talk about this card game, One Piece, Digimon, Dokkan, like Legends, like video games in general, anime in general, manga. Like, there's stuff for everybody there. So just join in, find your niche, we'll have fun there. And then past that, not really much of anything except for reminding you that if you want to support the channel, you can always hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment on it, help it trend, and we will keep the content moving. So without further ado, let's actually put up the template and let's talk about these cards, yeah? Alright, so these keep getting bigger and bigger, these text boxes, but we're gonna muscle through. So first, we're gonna start off with the leader. You got Broly. Activate main once per turn, discard one card from your hand, look at up to 7 cards from the top of your deck, choose up to 2 green extras amongst them, and then place them under this card. Shuffle your deck. Okay. Awaken when your life is at 4 or less, or you have 2 or more energy, and there are 5 or more extra cards underneath this card. You may draw 1 card and switch up to one of your energy active mode. Very interesting because there's no plussing from this deck, so we're really gonna have to see how this archetype slash gimmick works. But as we can see right here, you're discarding a card to look at the top 7 cards, and then look to find a green extra, 2 green extras. So that's a little weird. Definite minus monkeying here, and yeah, you're gonna tap 1, draw 1. Turn 2, as per usual. So you get this next one, Broly the Ultimate Saiyan. When this card attacks, draw 1 card. Excellent. Then place up to 1 green extra card from your hand under this card, and add up to 1 green extra card from your drop area to your Z energy. So this is kind of a shifting of resources all around. You draw a card, and you can choose to break even if you want to by placing an extra card from your hand under this card. But then you get to add up to 1 green extra from your drop to your Z energy, allowing you to start feeling your Z energy without being able to combo. This already tells me there's barely going to be battle cards in this deck. Activate main once per turn. Place 1 green extra from your hand under this card. Your opponent discards 1 card from their hand. Okay, so once per turn you can make them discard. Again, it's your opponent chooses, so they're going to choose their worst card. Very unfortunate, or perhaps even a beneficial card to drop. Activate battle. Place 1 green extra card from under one of your Broly BR cards into its owner's drop. Choose up to 1 of your Broly BR cards and gains plus 5k. Okay, cool. So you're going to be able to +1. Wow, you're going to be able to minus a extra card from your any one of your Broly cards, Broly BR cards, which could be your battle cards or your leader, and then gain plus 5k. So this is gonna be how this thing just combos. It's very much so like Dark Broly, and I can respect that. Next, we're gonna go over to the Z Awaken because this is kind of mirroring Gogeta. You got SS Broly Awaken Might. Z Awaken, 1 green when your life is at 4 or less, green Broly BR. When this card attacks, look at up to 7 cards from the top of your deck, place up to 2 green extras from under them, and under one of your Broly BR cards. Okay, and this card gains plus 10k power. Okay, so it's going up to 25k. That's very, very strong for a leader. We don't often see that. The art is amazing, by the way. But one thing we're seeing here is that you are no longer drawing, but you're going to just get your 2 green extras just by swinging. Okay. Activate main once per turn, green. If you have 4 or more energy, play up to 1 green Broly BR card with an energy cost of 8 from your hand. This is insane because they're probably going to release one here. But remember, there's already an 8 drop from set 6. And there's also, I believe, an 8 drop that's yellow-green. So either way, this is going to have a couple of targets to hit. And that's actually really, really cute. They all do vastly different things, so we're probably seeing like kind of a weird toolbox here. Activate battle. Place 1 green extra from under one of your Broly BR cards in its owner's drop. Choose up to 1 of your cards and it gains plus 5k from the battle. So it still is able to combo. Alright. So far, I don't know how this deck is like keeping a hand. You draw 1 card per turn, you see from there. We're gonna move on to Chilai, Dependable Friend. 1 energy cost, 1 Zenkai energy cost. You auto limit 1 if your leader card is a green Broly BR card. When this card is played, look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Place up to 1 green extra card among them under one of your green Broly BR cards, then shuffle your deck. Okay. Alright. Activate main limit 1 if your leader card is a Shenron card. Place up to 1 Dragon Ball card from your deck into your drop, then shuffle your deck. That's weird. So this one is support for the Shenron Chilai deck, but also support for this. I guess that's kind of cool. I'll take it back. That's a little cool because this Chilai can support 2 different decks, and they did it seamlessly. I'm not mad at that. Next, you got Limo, Dependable Friend. If your leader is a green Broly BR card and you place 1 green extra card in your hand under your leader, when this card is removed from the battle area by opponent's skill, draw 1. Okay, so you'll break even. Activate main limit 1 if your leader is a green Broly BR card. During your opponent's next turn, reduce the energy cost of the first extra you activate from under your Broly BR cards by 1. So you can make 1 free. That's actually really cute. And he's not unique. He doesn't have much protection, but that effect is really cool. Let's go to battle cards. You've got Paragus Issuing Orders. 1 drop. Auto if your leader is a green Broly BR card. When this card is played from your hand, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, add up to 1 green Broly BR card or green extra amongst them to your hand, then shuffle your deck. If you add a green extra to your hand, place up to 1 green extra from your hand under one of your green Broly BR cards. Activate main limit 1, send this card to its owner's warp. At the start of your opponent's next phase, play this card from your warp. So, this is interesting because it says send this card to its owner's warp, and at the end of your next turn, or your next turn's main phase, play this card from your warp. The start of your start of it. So since it's playing itself, and it's not just like place this card, but it's playing yourself, and they're playing itself, and it doesn't negate the effect coming back in, this is actually pretty cool because this leader says when this card is played from your hand, oof, what is the point? Hold up, let's back it up. Sorry, I was getting ahead of myself. So it has to be played from your hand, but it just dips and then comes back. Okay, whatever. I think this may be thematic. Paragus comes down, does his thing, and gets the heck out of the way so that Broly can do the work. I think that's what this is. That's a really weird effect, but its first effect is very good. Next, Broly Bestial Rage. Okay, 3 cost. When this card is played, draw 1 card, then choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, energy cost of 5 or less, and KO it. Very nice. Very green. When this card attacks, it gains plus 10k power for the battle, and at the end of the battle, place this card in its owner's drop and add up to 1 green extra from your drop area to your Z energy. Okay, so a 25k swing. Limit 1 green if there are 4 more extras under your green Broly BR card. Play this card from your hand. Okay, interesting. So you can play this guy for 1. He swings for 25. He's gonna draw a card and blow something up. It's actually a very, very strong card for just being an uncommon. So he comes down, he blows something up, you draw a card. And then he swings, he goes to 25k, and then he's going to kill himself, and he's going to bring a green extra. So that's pretty cool. I think this is a really good card. It has value on all sides. Next, you have the 8-drop SS Broly Full Power Frenzy. Triple Strike, permanent. This card will leave your opponent's battle area, or leave your battle area. I'm putting words that don't even belong in there. You may place 5 extras from under this card under your leader instead. Alright. Auto. When this card is played, place up to 7 extras from under your leader under this card, then choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. Cool. Activate main limit 1 green if there are 10 or more cards underneath your green Broly BR cards. Play this card from your hand. And this says cards. So if you have another one of these guys out and there's 5 here, 5 in your leader, that makes it looks like you can just play that, which is very, very cool. Let's see. Yeah, I like that a lot. I like that. Extras from under your leader onto this card, so it kind of shifts the power. And then you can place 5 extras under your leader instead. So you bring the power back and forth. You have to put 7 from under your leader to this guy, but then you can put things from under this guy in increments of 5 under your leader to keep him from being dead. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Let's move over. Looks like we're getting to the extra cards now. You have Control Rings Restraint. Activate main, limit 1. If your leader card is green Broly BR card, you may add 1 green extra from under your leader to your Z energy. If you do, and this card was placed from your hand to your drop, place this card from your drop under your leader. We like that. Cunning Murder, permanent. If your leader is a green Broly BR, this card, and this card is under a Broly BR card, you can activate this card's activate skill under the same conditions as if they're in your hand. Lovely. Activate main, limit 1. If your leader card is a green Broly card and you choose one of your green Paragus cards, negate its skills for the turn. Place in its owner's drop. Look at the top 7 cards from your deck and place up to 2 green extras among them under your leader and then shuffle your deck. So this is why the Paragus comes back. The Paragus literally comes back just to be used in conjunction with Cunning Murder. That is flavor. That's hilarious. We're moving on. Chilai's Aid. Permanent, you can basically activate it. If your leader's a Broly BR, you can activate it underneath any Broly BR card. Activate battle, limit 1. If your life is at 4 or less, choose up to one of your green Broly BR cards and it gains plus 5k power for the turn. This is a green Sensu. Okay, we're on that one. We like that. Can't use multiples. That's cool. You get the next one, Training with Ba. Counterattack, if your leader card is green, Broly BR card, when this card is activated from your hand, from under a card, negate the attack and add this card from your drop to Z energy. And basically, you can use this counter skill from under a card as long as your leader is Broly BR. Green Broly BR. Now you get Out of Control Power. If your leader card is a green Broly BR card, you can activate that like, you know, the normal. You can activate this from under Broly cards. Activate main / battle. If your leader is a green Broly BR card and your opponent has 3 or more battle cards in play, choose one of your leaders or battle cards. Choose all battle cards with power less than or equal to the chosen card's power. And yeah, KO them. So this is pretty cool. It says choose all battle cards, and it's Out of Control Power, so you can't really choose who it hits. So you're going to want to choose something that's not as strong as your biggest stuff, so it doesn't wipe all of it. So you wouldn't want to choose your 8-drop because he'd kill himself. But if your leader was boosted to somehow, you know, like, actually, where this is actually really, really good to use with the 3-drop. Because you can play the 3-drop, swing, go up to 25, perhaps even Sensu it to a turn to make it 30, and then hit it with the Out of Control Power to blow up everything 30 or less, which is going to keep your 35k on the board. I like that. Next, you've got True Power Awaken. Permanent, you can basically use it under like normal. Activate main, limit 1. If your leader is a green Broly BR Z leader, your opponent may discard 2 cards from their hand. If they don't, during your next turn, the skill cost of activate main skills on their cards in their hand in their battle area is increased by 1. Very powerful. Activate main, limit 1. Place 1 green extra from your hand under one of your green Broly BR cards and send this card from your drop to your work. Draw 1 card. Look at that, a little bit of draw. It's really weird because you really aren't keeping many cards in the hand of this deck. Then you've got Wishing to End the Battle. Counterattack, if your leader is a green Broly BR Z leader, negate the attack. Additionally, you may place 2 extra cards from under one of your green Broly BR cards to their owner's drops. If you do, your opponent can only attack 2 more times this turn. Permanent, if your leader card is a, yeah, you can use this from under a Broly. So, those are the cards. We're going to definitely have to tinker with this one to see exactly how it plays out, because this is going to be very, very weird. Your hand's going to be low, but you're going to have a second hand built up underneath your leader and your green Broly battle cards. So we will definitely see how this pans out. But I hope you guys liked the explanation. This is pretty interesting. There are some combo plays I can see with this already. I'm going to have to definitely go in the tank, but it probably won't be this week because there's a lot to try to figure out before I actually get into these cards. So yeah, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys the very next time you guys want to show up to Universe X. And like I said, if you want to be a part of the ride, just hit that subscribe button. We'll have a lot of fun. So, see ya.